My name's Infinite, and you're listening to Infinite Rocket Power. This podcast will be updated on a weekly or bi-weekly basis regarding topics in my life and different aspects and perspectives about life. Today's topic is, they're trying to hurt your feelings. Narcissists are lowlives. Now, today's topic was inspired by me noticing when you have narcissistic friends or narcissistic people around you, and topics such as accountability, reliability, growth, or just simply empathizing, rather than receive it in the loving manner in which it was brought up, you are often hit with disrespect, deflection, ghosting, and zero understanding. But before we get into this topic, if you love Kate Spade, Bessie Johnson, or any other exclusive items, please visit www.prosperityboutique.com. Be sure that you like and subscribe. And if you want to give out a love donation or support the channel, you can cash out me at Rocket Cash with 2 T's. Now, normally you would just be hearing my opinion on this topic. However, last night I had the opportunity to discuss this issue with real people that I had met in the Horizon world, and they were willing to share their perspectives and their experience on this topic. This video was an hour long, but I was able to chop it down and have to get to the meat and potatoes of this topic. Be sure, once again, that you like and subscribe.
Sick and tired of something to be sick and tired before you leave.
Right.
I still love my husband. Do I like the way he act? No. So when he starts to act good, that draws me right back in again.
Mm-hmm.
I still have the mentality of leaving, but I still love my husband. That never left. I just don't like how he treat me. And he not being able to see it. When you dealing with a narcissist,
you gotta put yourself up front though for it every once in a while too.
True.
You know what though?
True
You become
indeed.
so hungry, you're like starved for those good moments that when you
There's
have
always
those good
somebody
moments,
out there that's gonna
you
do
cling
better
on
for
to
you.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
but
like,
I feel what
okay.
he's going through. I mean, my
Start thinking
mother,
in your head, why
kind
can't
of
it always
went through
be
the
like
same
this?
thing because my mother used to, as a black person, and she was around white people all the time. But so like she kind of always felt like she couldn't step out of that situation, and my dad was kind of against her rather than with her. So I get what you're trying to say, but she was doing it for the kids. She was doing it for that. But then at the end of the day, she dipped out. She was like, "Fuck this shit."
The minute she got that
And I don't blame her.
opportunity, that was able to do it, she left. And that's
Don't
where
get
I'm
me
at
wrong,
right now.
but
My
the kids are
finances
gonna
are not
realize that the mom is just doing it for them, and they may end up regretting that your decision in the future though.
Well, it's
gotta
not that
remember
I'm
that,
staying
too.
for my son. That's not
No,
true.
I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying in
okay.
situations like that. No, I don't know enough about your situation.
Because I'm not
to
staying
comment.
for my son. I'm staying because of the fact that right now, financially, I can't be on my own. I can't. My husband pays all the bills.
My mother actually went out without being financially stable. She went out into the jungle, literally. Like,
With
it
you?
was like kind of like, nope.
With you?
It was alone.
See, I have a
She did
child.
it on her
I'm not
own.
walking out by myself. That would be something different if it was just me. I'd have
But
left
then that
probably
be going.
probably 3 years into this 11 years of marriage. I'd have probably left then. But I have a child. I can't just walk out here and me and my son be out here in the wilderness.
Right.
I can't do that.
Yeah. And how we deal with experiences is so different between each different individual. It's not. It's not one. It's not one.
Every
same
scenario
decision
has
that
to be
we all
handled
can
in a
make.
different
Right.
situation. I mean, your situation may have a certain way you got to work it, but this one's situation may be totally different, even though there's a lot of similarities. That doesn't mean it can be handled the exact same. Each person's got to. You got to do it. Yeah, you got to handle it not only in a way that you're comfortable with, but that works for your situation.
I don't want to leave here and have to go live in public housing or live in a shelter. I don't want to do that. When I leave here, I want to walk into my own, living in my own place, taking care of myself the same way I do now.
That's why you said when the timing is right.
So let me ask you a question. If you're, and I'm just, just asking, just to jog conversation. If you're sitting in a hurting situation that you're strategically trying to get out of, are you able to heal other people that you come in contact with in the process?
Yes, you can. Because you know how? I tell you my testimony.
Are you not talking?
That's how you heal other people in your own situation. You tell other people your testimony, what you going through, and then they feel comfortable enough to talk to you. When you tell somebody something and they be like, well, what you been through? And you tell them, well, I don't know nothing about that. I ain't never been. They're not comfortable with talking to you. And I tell, even when I do my sessions on Saturday, I tell everybody, everything I've gone through in my life is for this appointed time. Because there's nothing that nobody can come into my group and talk about that I've never gone through. I've been molested. I've been robbed. I've been beat. All kinds of stuff. So it's nothing that my males or my females can come in my sessions and talk about that I've never gone through. It may sound bad when I talk about it to somebody that's never gone through it, but when it comes down to telling others about what you've been through, helping them to heal through their stuff, because even listening to other people tell me about what they're going through, it helps me too. Because whatever they're
not alone.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes you feel
And what I say, Xavier, so that whoever's going through something will know that they're not alone. Next to you is a brother. Next to you is a sister. Somebody in here is going through something that you've gone through, and now you can know how you have somebody that you can lean on, that you maybe can talk to.
Don't judging anybody about
yes.
Make sure you keep knowing. If you ain't got nothing positive you can say about it, just say, okay,
that's why I don't like my sessions recorded.
I help you if I can, but don't be sitting there and all judgmental. Oh, well,
because when people go in a dark time of their life, they know, aside from outside the darkness, they know they have people that support them, and then people are going through the same thing. But when you're such in a dark mood, when you're in a very low time of your life, all the negativity is so much higher. It's like it amps up because you're just now the positivity is hard to come to you. You're just you really think no one's there for you. You really think no one can understand you. But once you hear a story, it opens up that door a little bit. You're like, okay, maybe someone does understand. Maybe someone is.
It's so crazy. You can find that peace of mind with a stranger too. Somebody who's never been through anything.
You don't have to know the person.
You feel like, oh my God, I can breathe. I had this conversation with somebody. It has nothing to do with my life, and they were just there. Sometimes I was just about to say, like I just met B today, and I was like, she comes off as a very strong woman. I don't know her story, but she just sit here telling her story is inspirational.
That's all. The things that I've gone through throughout my life. I was a 14-year-old mother. I'm 50 years old now. So I've been through a lot of stuff in my life, and those things is what molded me, what sculpted me, what built my character, what taught me how to treat other people, how to understand and how to have empathy and sympathy for other people that are going through something.
Right.
Some people don't have that.
Yeah, that's true.
But you gotta go through something in your life.
People that don't have that.
Yes, you gotta go through something in your life in order to understand. If you never go through anything, if you never hit rock bottom, if you never have anything to worry about, you cannot understand somebody else's troubles. You can't.
Man, you one of them situations. I want to meet you because damn, I would love to be able to say that. Shit. Damn.
Yeah, and when I was asking you questions, like I didn't mean to kind of come for you. I was trying to understand that sympathy that
I never feel that way. I never feel because you know why? Yeah. Those are your questions. Those are answers that you needed to know. And I was open enough with you to give them to you.
And she can only get offended if she allows herself to be
grown folks conversation. That's what I call it. So some people like, I'm scared to say something. Nah, say what's on your mind. Let's talk about it. What you gotta say?
That's how you say
like we were saying, accountability. For me to tell you my story is being accountable for the things that I allowed myself to go through.
Exactly. What's up, Woody? What's up, the other person?
Hey, Tori with the fatty.
Tori with the fatty.
What's up,
Today's topic is they're trying to hurt your feelings. Narcissists are low lives. If you have any inputs or any experiences you would like to share,
please come on through, slide in.
And you know what? I don't want to call them a low life because it's not that they're low lives. Whatever they have gone through in their life, from childhood to whatever the age they are at that point, is what caused them to be that way. It's not
But
something
don't
like
be towards
people
it
just.
with other people though.
But that's one of the
See, you
that's
gotta
the reason why I
understand,
said
hurt people hurt other people,
but that's
and
the
they
reason why I
always hurt
said
the closest people.
But that's the reason why I
Is
said
narcissism
low
a
lives,
mental
because
disease?
low lives mean low behavior,
What it sound like?
low frequency behavior.
Well,
so if you're acting in a low frequency,
there's
you're living in a low life.
We talked about this once before. There's a difference between sociopathic behavior and narcissistic behavior, but every sociopath is a narcissist. So, but not every narcissist is a sociopath.
Is a sociopath, right. Even pedophiles are narcissists.
Right.
Pedophile.
Google,
but not every narcissist is a pedophile.
Exactly.
No.
So is narcissism something that human, as one of what interaction will categorize someone, or is that like an actual medical like?
No, that's a medical condition. Yes.
Okay.
What you doing in my room?
All of that derives from pain as well. That's.
No, you was in here. I heard.
A sociopath is a person with a personality disorder manifesting itself in extreme antisocial.
And you was talking around.
I'm exact opposite. I'm massively social.
I mean, I come off as antisocial sometimes, but that's just naturally because I'm an introvert. Like I'm an only child, only grandchild. So
I don't know. See, I'm antisocial if I haven't had my coffee, but after that, I'm good.
Can you believe I'm an introvert?
I'm not kidding.
I can believe that. I can because
you know what? I had to come to a realization. I think I am too. Like I'm a people person.
There's a word for someone as introvert and extrovert.
But when I'm in my house.
And
Don't knock on my door. Don't ring my phone. Don't even send me an email.
Okay.
So let me ask you all this.
Quick question.
So let me ask
to exhaust.
Oh, sorry.
Faster.
Go ahead.
As an introvert, introverts exhaust with people faster. They need to go recharge their batteries more frequently. Whereas an extrovert, they don't exhaust as quickly. I'm an extrovert. I'm a true extrovert. But there are times that I'm exhausted and I need to go recharge my batteries. That doesn't make me an introvert. That just means I need to go recharge.
Yeah,
I'm very few people that want to be around people all the time.
Yeah,
you must use them energizer on batteries.
I'll be back.
So let me ask you all this question. So the definition of narcissism is the lack of empathy for others. So do you think it's a choice for continuing to want to choose to not empathize with others?
Well, I don't know.
I think it's a choice for the most.
I think it could be environmental. Like if you grow up around narcissists,
definitely.
10 to 1, you're probably going to be a narcissist. I mean, if that's all you
know,
then
one way or
that's what
the
you're
other.
gonna be, right?
I mean, yeah, it's difficult because there's so many levels of it.
I raise them a lot different. People say I'm like a hippie style raising because I do everything like you don't judge a single damn person until they've given you a reason to. I mean, you could just meet.
Hold on 1 second. We're gonna have one person talk at a time because I'm recording.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So what were you saying? And then we're gonna get to you.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was saying like people with like narcissism, people who are narcissists, they kind of tend to not have value, meaning to themselves, meaning that they wouldn't even be given that value to somebody else, and because they just grew up to, with low value, more trust issues, and all that comes from environment, as I think he was saying. And I think like if you don't value yourself, you will not be able to, give value to others in that case.
Okay. That's true too.
Or if you don't give value to others, it's false value. It's like
it is false value. Well, yeah, because they'll take you.
Okay.
But that's not really value. That's being fake.
Right.
That's being fake.
But
that's not even being because if it can't be true
at the time, it's probably real. If they're narcissists, they believe it's true.
Right. Well, their value comes from devaluing somebody else.
Yeah. But a narcissist will never value you.
Right.
Yeah.
They'll never value you because they want to be valued.
Right.
Right.
The only thing that matters
is
why they ain't gonna show no
share the value.
Motherfucker.
Either me or you.
It's crazy.
Right. Yep. And it's always going to be them.
It's never you. I'm like, I don't need your empathy, baby.
When it
I
comes,
don't need nothing.
I was about to say when it comes to empathy, I had to learn a few years ago the difference between empathy and sympathy. I may not have gone through what you have gone through, B, And back then I wouldn't be able to relate because I hadn't been through it. And so my level of empathy would not have been there. But, you know, I'd be like, oh, you know, okay. But now it's like, okay, I can feel the emotion. Hence why I can feel that B is a strong woman. So empathy and sympathy are two different things. And then when it comes to being value, it's kind of like one of those things that like RuPaul says, if you can't love yourself, how can you love someone else?
That's true. That's true. You don't know what love is if you can't love yourself.
You better work, cover girl.
Working girl. From the runway.
Sometimes you have to work up to being an empath. You know what I mean? You go through a certain amount of things, and then you just naturally.
I don't think I can handle being no
become empathetic. It's rough.
Matter of fact, you know what you do? Pour some of that water out in that pot and use that pot right there.
It's really
that big
rough.
pot. It ain't nothing but corn water, Jihad. It's still a vegetable. No, it's not. Shut up.
All right, do we have any more closing statements?
It's still corn.
How do you feel about
it's not corn, mama.
Them showing sympathy or empathy towards the other person? The narcissist.
I don't think that it occurs. Yeah, I think, and I also think that when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, it's a one-sided relationship.
Oh, I agree on that one.
Ooh.
And I think that.
So, do you believe in?
Like
so, do you believe in that you can work that out with your significant other, even if they are narcissists? Like you love them so strong, but
no,
but you still with that person though. Because if you felt like that, you would have been left that person, correct?
You cannot work it out. You cannot work it out.
If they truly are,
no way working it out with narcissists.
There's no way to work it out.
I got a family member that's a narcissist, and it's hard. It's hard, especially on his wife. Like it's real tough.
If you're in a relationship with a narcissist, it's impossible because in a relationship.
Most people tell you if you're in a relationship with a narcissist, run.
Yeah.
Because it never gets better.
No one. I don't be
it never gets better.
There's absolutely no cure.
Like B said, sometimes
there's no cure for narcissism.
Feel like it's working out.
So they're just fucked,
it
right?
feel like it's working out, but it's not working out.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
$1 million.
Sit still and absolute.
You will always be on a lower platform.
Gee, I'm trying to make sure I'm not a narcissist. Wait a minute.
We all have a bit of narcissism in us. Everybody. But when you start to use that, when you use that ability against people, that's where the problem lies.
Yeah,
true.
Right.
Because when I'm selling my product, you damn real the narcissist is in me. Because I could sell water to a well.
I think people will, when they like start to put more into themselves, like self-confidence, people will start to, I don't want to be a narcissist. I think self-care and self-confidence is different from being a narcissist. I think because like you can see the difference between like my feelings important, but also their feelings important. Where a narcissist is like my feelings always important, their feelings going against my feelings.
Queeness.
Exactly.
Hello.
What's up, Ali?
I don't know if that makes sense or not, but yeah.
It does. I have another question. It's a very interesting question. Has anyone had sex with the narcissist, and how was that sex with that narcissist?
Amazing.
Lazy.
No,
amazing.
Let me tell you,
I got some words for that. I got some words
only for themselves. They are not in it for you. They only in it for themselves.
So if they want to
they be the only one coming at dinner.
It depends.
All right, one person at a time, so everybody can be heard. One person at a time.
Right.
It's not pleasurable.
Go ahead. I was gonna say it depends because if you know that person's a narcissist, then you meeting them with that same energy. So like, I'm a bottom, okay. And if I know he got that good, I'm giving him just as much as he's giving me. Okay?
But did you have to tell him what your needs was and he heard them, or he just automatically knew?
Oh no, there's no need. There's no need for a conversation when it comes to that because he's getting what he wants and I'm getting what I want.
But has anybody been in a situation? Has anybody been in a situation where their needs wasn't met and they expressed that to the narcissist?
All the time,
and it just
yes. It was lazy.
Then it's the list of their needs come down the pipe. Now it's
everything
it was
that
you're not giving them.
Or it's just real selfish.
It's real, and I said it. Selfish fucker.
It was
selfish
a come and go, and you're just sitting there like, what?
It's real selfish.
Yeah, it's real selfish.
Hell yes, it is.
I've had experience with
it's all about them getting theirs and not they don't worry about you. In a relationship, when you're intimate with one another, we're in it for each other. With a narcissist, they only in it for themselves, and they don't care how they give it to you as long as they get theirs.
Yeah, I have noticed.
Unless your satisfaction strokes their ego,
right?
You don't matter.
That's that's where I was coming.
There
from.
it is. There it is.
All right, go ahead.
Yep.
Yes.
What were we gonna say? Let go.
Oh no, I was saying, what if you a narcissist, but if you do have sex, it's not really all about you. It's about pleasing them and what you can do to them or whatever, which you just went off of or whatever. Because I can have sex.
But honestly, it is about pleasing. You're pleasing yourself because their pleasure brings you pleasure.
Exactly. But that's what I was going to say.
You're not really trying to see them
agree to it at the end of the day.
Their satisfaction only is satisfaction is only meant to bring you satisfaction.
Burnt the noodles.
Right. You don't bring them satisfaction. You won't bring them satisfaction sacrificially.
Is that corn juice?
You know what I'm saying? You won't bring satisfaction to your lack. Their satisfaction only brings you greater satisfaction.
So yeah, a true pleaser doesn't always care about being pleased.
So let me ask you this.
Okay.
So let me ask you this.
Like, you don't have these orgasms, I feel disappointed.
Right.
I got a question.
Me too, honey. Me too.
Go ahead.
All right. So I had some going on with a narcissist or whatever, right? And after we, did it and everything, I let him know. I said, hey, your sex is at 50%. 50%. 50% meaning
now that's a read.
But it was 50% because it was it wasn't that it wasn't good, it was satisfactory. But if I wanted satisfactory sex, I wouldn't be having sex.
You would have that's
Exactly. So you was looking for this satisfactory, but he didn't give you all the satisfactory, basically.
I mean, if I'm at 100%, he should have been at 100%. It shouldn't have been, and that wasn't his first time hearing that. That wasn't his first time hearing it.
Girl, that ain't his first time.
It ain't never their first time hearing it. And that's why they get offended when you tell them because somebody else done told them.
She
the towel and waited over the fire alarm.
You need to go in there and help her with the corn water.
That's my son in here. All he making is corn. And now the house is smoking.
Damn, I'm making even corn.
That's popcorn now. That's popcorn.
It's popcorn.
Take a towel, wipe it over.
Honestly, I really feel like that's a waste of satisfactory. Because you was putting in 100%, he only putting in 50%. At this point, it's like, what the fuck we doing here? What are we doing at this point? Because you ain't putting in no energy, and I'm full force. I'm going in. I'm excited like a motherfucker. But you, I'm straight.
And that's, I mean, it's kind of like those one night stand things. Like if it's good, if that one night stand is good, of course you're gonna go back.
But if your expectation for a one night stand,
but this ain't the first time that she said that.
Oh no!
But that's what I'm saying.
Second time you go back,
so, like
it ain't never no.
She won't be the only person that ever tell him that, and he'll catch an attitude because more than one person has always told him that. He'll have an attitude. Like 50 people ain't told him, yo, your dick is weak.
Yeah.
Let him catch that attitude and move on.
Okay.
That's right there.
Let him
and if
keep that
someone's going to
attitude.
say it's a one night stand, don't butter me up and take me on a fucking date and go take me on some beach house goddamn walk.
That too.
And then not talk to me the next day. That's some
That
bullshit.
too.
If it's a one night stand, let me know it's a one night stand. Sorry,
Yeah,
because,
well,
come on.
I mean,
yes, this guy
see,
bitched me up.
that's the
He
thing
was
about
like,
one night stands.
come and cuddle with me. Come sit on the beach with me.
The expectations aren't there, but it's
with
the fun is in the thrill of it.
That's the physical.
There's no
it's the physical stimulation that.
Right.
I'm not
okay, but
trying
there
to
is
read
mental
nobody.
stimulation with one night stands. Like I don't usually have a lot of sex, but when I do,
Queen, come have a
it's
seat.
more of like a. No, I'm fine up here. I like seeing everybody. Okay.
Cool.
Whoa! Why did I go so fast? Hi everyone. Why am I up here?
You have to get on the red thing with
You have to
him.
jump
Get on the red thing.
Red square.
Hold on, Queen. Don't say
There you
that.
go.
I'm sorry. No shit. Yeah, I just. Anyways, the guy butters me up and takes me out on all these dates, wants me to cuddle with him and go on a picnic and a goddamn red wine and all this stuff. And then I go to say, "Oh, you've made me feel like such an amazing person." Oh, I don't want to take it that far. Go fuck yourself. Now I'm like,
Shit, that makes me bad.
This way
you know.
Like, you stand up here and butter my biscuit, and now all of a sudden you don't want to deal with me like that no more.
That's why you don't bake the biscuit.
You got what you wanted. You got your biscuit butter.
I'm just saying.
Don't bake the biscuit if you don't want it buttered.
I don't want biscuit.
And do you find this only with narcissists?
It's desperation. It's desperation on my part.
I need my biscuit butter. Fuck that.
Do you find this only with
I can
narcissists?
handle all this ass.
No.
I'm a secret bottom, and I don't even realize it yet. That's the other thing.
Not just secret bottom.
Okay.
Well, I can't
gonna say
come to
just for
terms
them.
with it. I don't think I can
This is
accept
recorded. It's not a secret anymore.
Really?
This is for the national. Yeah, this.
Oh yeah, we're recording you, man.
Where is it
This
going?
is national,
Right.
baby.
It's going on
It's on her YouTube channel.
Oh shit! How many followers do you have?
You'll find out when you go to her
Trying to get a
YouTube
date
page.
now.
Okay.
Infinite
Get a
rocket
VR
what?
date. Look at that shit.
Infinite rocket power. Rocket with 2 T's.
Ooh, wait
Rocket
a minute.
power, I
Rocket
love
power,
that
like
show.
oogity
Rocket
boogity
power.
rocket power.
Yeah, and rocket like my last name, Rocket.
Oh,
Because I was thinking,
Even better,
Nickelodeon
even
too.
better.
Give me your
I'm not gonna lie.
your
I
YouTube
gotta
channel so I
Google
can
this now.
watch this.
I got
Infinite
Do a
rocket
plug
power.
real quick.
Oh, that's the name of it. Okay.
Yep.
That's the name.
Let me go back on mute before he embarrassed me
Well,
again.
we're gonna be careful what we say.
There it is.
Oh, we ain't gonna be careful about nothing. We done screwed that up long time ago.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Before
then
we
fine,
close
let's
out,
let it
because
all
I'm about
out.
to eat me some dinner and something to eat. Do anybody have anything growth? Anything? Anybody want to add to the positively
Do
moving
you want
forward?
some pot? I've got some pot.
I'm gonna say is
Do not marry a
so
narcissist. Do not marry a narcissist. That's what I have to say.
Okay, we'll go in a circle. Let's go in a circle. Let's start with you.
Do not marry a narcissist.
Is someone
Okay,
dying?
Mr. Digger.
Hey, I popped in this world because B was here.
Someone's burning
This
alive.
was amazing talk. Wonderful job. I'm definitely say the world. Come back and check it out again later. I did not see
I know,
this
right?
coming at all.
All
Most
right.
definitely.
You have anything to say?
Just be yourself. Accept what you want to accept. You do not have to accept everything that comes your way.
Right.
And don't listen to
Can I get out my conversation?
Period.
Mr. Veggie Head?
You said something about
Soon as I
positive
come off mute.
affirmations.
It's important to understand the difference between a true narcissist and somebody who has narcissistic behaviors. There is a difference, but it's so hard to.
And narcissist has many levels. It's not just one narcissist. It's many levels to being a narcissist. So they may have 3 of the list that you're looking at, but 2 of the other lists.
Yes, ma'am.
Even like you said, like we all have a little bit of that in there that we can use at the moment.
All right, Mr. Dreams.
Whoa.
What is
I think kind of what he said. Everyone, even us, we can be narcissists and have narcissistic tendencies. So just keep that in mind and make sure you treat everybody the way you want to be treated, because if not, it will come back tenfold.
Yes.
It does.
Karma is a bitch. Make sure it's beautiful.
Yes, it will. Karma know everybody's address. Yes, it will.
Okay.
Oh, she's funny. She is funny. She is making me laugh.
I told my son to make some corn. I had made some corn on a cob in a pot. So I told him take some of the water out and just add the kernel corn to the pot. Now he's smoking up the house with it.
All right, Mr. Bass, come on.
I'm just loving the conversation. I'm just here to help.
Any
out.
closing remarks that you would like to say?
Any final thoughts?
You guys
Me?
are awesome.
Oh, I thought Ariola's next.
Areola?
Loving it.
Even though I'm working on it, I always say, please have self-worth and self-love at the end of the day.
Amen, honey.
You know, every situation is knowing that you are important and that no one else should be able to put you down, because at the end of the day, you do have self-worth. People do love you and care for you.
Right.
So, yeah.
They do.
Stop laughing at me.
Queeness?
That's corny.
Thank you for having the space to exude my feelings about certain things. You guys resonated on a very familiar vibe, and I really appreciate that.
It's a secret bottom.
All right, and Mrs. Avion.
Not a secret anymore.
But thank you.
I would like to say, if you dating a narcissist, please run. But if you like the fun, hey, it's up to you. One more thing I want to say. Thank you, Infinite. Thank you. Thank you for giving us this platform to talk about shit. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for being a part of this motherfucking podcast. I love it.
Period. Okay. We need to do this again. We need to definitely do this again.
Yeah,
send me an invite.
Please come to the Beehive Saturday, 8:00.
Xavier.